Hi, I'm Sean Bono, founder, writer, producer, and co-host for WaltCast. My wife and I have been doing the show now for over 3 years, and we'd like you to sponsor our show, so let me tell you a little bit about it. What we cover: Walt Disney World, Universal Studios Orlando, SeaWorld Orlando, Busch Gardens, and Legoland. Well, Busch Gardens Tampa and Legoland, and various other theme parks around the country when we get to them. We've been doing the show, as I said, for over 3 years and have a huge following. We already have 27,000 followers on Twitter, over 27,000 followers on Twitter, and it just keeps growing. We have countless celebrity guests, A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities, maybe celebrities in their own right, celebrities people everybody knows, celebrities Disney geeks know. Countless Imagineers are on our show, authors, Disney legends. It's countless. It goes on and on. We're so popular with the parks, we're even considered media by Universal, Disney, and Legoland. And we're working on SeaWorld, too. With that, we get invited to many events we get to go to, ride openings. We get to stay in hotels when they first open up. Every fall, we go to the Gaylord Palms to see their ice exhibit and their media preview. So we get a lot of first coverage of events, into attractions as they open, and we get to be one of the first ones to review them, which is one of the things that makes our show unique. And, I want to tell you a little more about our show, so let me go into detail about some stuff, and then you can make a decision about whether or not you want to be, partnered with us. Let me first note that our announcer is James Arnold Taylor, a legendary voice actor who voices Johnny Test, Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars, the current voice of Fred Flintstone. You hear him on Fox all the time. He's the voice of Animation Domination. Yep, that's right. He is our announcer, James Arnold Taylor. What other podcast has a celebrity announcer like that? Okay. I'm bragging a little bit, but we're trying to get your attention. So let me brag a little more. We've had a lot of celebrities, as I said, and, here are a few that we have had. Just a few that we have had. In 2011, Andrew Zimmern, host of Bizarre Foods, came on the show to talk about his upcoming seminar at Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. Mike Wazowski voice double Carlos Alazraqui came on the show in June of 2011. You can't interview voice artists without interviewing Jim Cummings, legendary voice of Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2. Kelsey Grammer, or as you may know him as Dr. Fraser Crane, stopped by the show in May of 2010 to talk about his many Disney credits. The lovely actress Melora Hardin has stopped by the show a couple of times to talk about her lengthy Walt Disney career. Voice actor D. Bradley Baker came on the show to talk about his many Disney credits and his annual visits to Star Wars weekends at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Voice of Goofy and many others stopped by the show in November of 2011. John Ratzenberger, who has voiced a character in every single Pixar movie, stopped by the show in December of 2010. And of course, you can't get her done without interviewing the voice of Mater, Larry the Cable Guy. Having been around for over 3 years now, we have lost 2 of our guests. Eddie Carroll, who voiced Jiminy Cricket for over 30 years, passed away and provided one of his very last interviews on our show. And Monkey singer Davy Jones, who came on our show in 2010, passed away in 2012, just days after booking a second appearance on our show. Every year, Epcot has 2 festivals, the Flower Power Concert Series, you're up here, the Flower Power Concert Series and the Eat to the Beat Concert Series. One's in the spring, one's in the fall. And we have the opportunity to interview a lot of the bands that play, whether it be a video interview in person or interviewing them on the show. It's a lot of fun. I'm a singer-songwriter myself, so having the chance to have interviewed so many great talents such as Sister Hazel, Starship, Air Supply, and many others is just a thrill for me. In fact, my wife's favorite band is Hanson, and we've had the opportunity to interview them a couple of times. We're even really close with the band Sister Hazel, who has appeared on our show countless times. So you're probably going to want to know a little bit about what the sponsorship will include. Well, let me tell you. It's going to include a commercial in every episode. At the beginning and end, we're going to talk about you. Whether we have a guest on our show, a celebrity guest on our show, a friend on the show, whatever the show is, we're going to talk about you beginning and end. There's also going to be a banner at the top of our website. There's a spot for you right at the top of the website. Any banner you give us, as long as it's not, the size of our webpage. And, we'll also have links in our show notes, which will always be there. always, forever and ever, is going to be in our show notes, and it's always going to be on the show on iTunes and everywhere. So thousands of people around the world. Now, this is important. I want you to know. This is worldwide. It's not like it's regional to Central Florida. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners all over the world, mostly in America, a lot in the UK, and it's very important to recognize that this isn't just a local market. So more and more podcasts are getting sponsors. Fortune 500 companies are paying thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to podcasts because in reality, it's cheaper to sponsor a podcast for a big company, which is still pretty lucrative for the podcast. So, podcast is the future. It's the way to go. It's not only future, but it's been here for a while. And, more and more celebrities are doing podcasts now. When Howard Stern's done Sirius, he's going to go to podcasting. Adam Carolla's on podcasting. All the big celebrities are on podcasting now. And it's not just celebrities. It's people like me and my wife, Katie, who have a passion for Disney parks and other parks around Central Florida. And we make a career doing it. So, we really hope you consider us. We'd like to talk to you more about it. Please give us a call and we'll talk to you about it. 407-455-3296. That's my personal cell phone number. It's 407-455-3296. And you can also contact me at Sean@WaltCastOnline.com. I think that's right there at the it should be right there. So you can go ahead and do that. And remember, it's SHAWN, the proper spelling of Sean, at WaltCastOnline.com. And hey, we'll look forward to talking to you really soon. Thank you for your time, and maybe we'll see you in the parks.